wanna get dressed for success.
I knew she wanted to sing it.
Welcome back to the Breakfast Show, the show worth waking up for. Of course, we mentioned earlier on, do not judge a book by its cover, but they say the first impressions does matter.
Yes, and some of the pictures you saw just now are some of the how much trouble people go through just to make themselves look good. But then again, just randomly trying out stuff to make yourself look good. Maybe you need a little bit more direction. And of course, we have the guru herself, Miss Wendy Lee. Yes, Sifu, professional image consultant. How are you?
Good morning.
Morning.
You know, when I first found out that you were being interviewed, I was very careful with what I'm wearing. And the makeup and everything, and so was nice.
Yeah,
now tell us,
exactly. Yeah.
are we okay?
Well, yeah, perfect. There's no other words already to describe.
You'll score that CEO job anytime soon. But the thing is, no, let's talk about imaging, just how really important it is, especially when you're looking for a job, you're about to socialize with a new bunch of people. How important is it? Wendy?
How important it is. I think, you know, early in the morning, just now, you were saying that, you know, first impression is important. Although you don't judge a book by its cover, but all of us do. You know, it just... Yeah, if the person doesn't look attractive, what we want is for you to actually get that extra attention. You know, so first impression is important. You know, you base a lot of judgments on that, and within 7 seconds, you'll be able to tell whether or not you're going to like that person.
7 seconds?
Yeah, 7 seconds.
That's the rule.
And it's getting lesser and lesser, the time limit. You know,
Because of the short attention spans of human beings. Yeah.
And that's just by a glance.
Yes, by a glance. And instantly, there's a book called Blink. You know, yeah, it's said that now first impression is 2 seconds. A blink of an eye. Yeah.
So in that 2 seconds, you're going to look at someone, he looks good. Oh my God, wow, those shoes. That's it, you know?
Yeah, I think what is happening in our subconscious mind is also whether you're going to like that person or whether you're going to do business with that person, you know. So these are things happening at the back of your head. And you know, so that's why we say if you can, you're always making a first impression every time. So if you can control it, you know, so you get that impression that you want.
Is there a code? Is there a dress for success? Is there certain tips that you can follow that you can never go wrong?
Well, it depends on what you mean by dress for success. You know, I think a lot of people will just term it as dress for success, meaning to say, oh, I have to put on a jacket like what you're having and all that. But at the end of the day, it depends a lot on geographical location. You know, the job that you're going to be interviewed for. You know, and also, you know, a lot of factors will be involved as well for dress for success. So you really need to scale it down to the nitty-gritty details, you know, and then understand that. So what is...
I think what a lot of people are, you know, they say, "Mafan lah." One, it costs money.
Yes.
Two, tedious because it takes a lot of time. Your 2 cents worth, Wendy.
I don't think that is a valid reason. Really, yeah,
There
because
you go. No excuses.
No excuses, because it is for your own life. You know, you're doing not for somebody else, but for yourself. You know, so I think everyone should pay a little bit more attention to your wardrobe, to your outlook, and all that. And I always say this is a vicious cycle. You know, if let's say you look good, you feel good, at the end of the day, you make people around you feel good, and you're going to get whatever that you want a little bit easier. You know, so in terms of that, if you don't, say for example, some people say, I have to pay so much money for my
Manicure, pedicure.
and all that, right? But if you do pay attention to this, you know, at the end of the day, you'll notice that you probably will be able to climb the corporate ladder a little bit faster. You know, you'll be a little bit more successful, and you earn a little bit more money. So it goes like this.
And more friends will be inviting you over for dinner.
I think it's easier to remember what not to do in terms of dressing up or grooming oneself. Some of the no-dos.
No-nos. Okay.
Let's start with the face.
Yeah.
What is it that people always forget, especially men?
Men, they have to look clean. That's very important. Not a lot of men do their facial, you know, no scrubbing and all that. So at the end of the day, when you look at a man, because men don't have that much cosmetics to cover up all the flaws and all the spots and all that. Yeah. So we say, please scrub your face, you know, if you can, at least once a week, so that it actually glows. You know, and one of the important things is also you need to have a little bit of contrast. You know, say for example, if your hair is a little bit darker, okay, and then you have a very well cleaned face, so you can see a contrast. You get what I mean? So some people, if they're a little bit more tanned, and if they were to dye their hair a little bit blondish or a little bit towards the brownish color, right? Contrast gets lower, so you get less interesting.
And that's why you've put an interesting note here. Asian faces do not suit blonde hair.
Yes.
She said, yes.
Yes, but of course there's always an exception. You know, if you want to have your hair if you really want to dye your hair blonde, then you really need to pay attention to your features.
Right.
You know, because again, it's back to contrast. So if I have blonde hair, then I must make sure that, you know, I have eyeliner on, I have everything that's focusing here.
Always come towards a fake tan, just in case.
Yes.
Okay, we've got some pictures that you brought here with us.
Exactly, exactly. Well, speaking about contrast, let's take a look at this guy, the dapper-looking guy.
Oh, hello.
Yes,
This is what we call a light contrast. You know, you wouldn't want to wear this if you're making a presentation in front.
Right.
Oh, right.
An example, you know, because he will blend into whatever background there is, and you can hardly see him. You know, it's just like this morning I was telling you, I was so worried I was going to sit here
On the yellow chair.
Then she'll match the yellow chair.
into the chair, you know. So things like this, you have to be in control.
And he's well shaved. I mean, he doesn't have any beard hair.
He doesn't have a mole with hair sticking out, that sort of
Oh
thing,
yes,
you know.
that's very, very, very important. And hair sticking out from the ears for men. Yeah, we've seen that
And noses
couple of
as well.
times.
Please do pluck out the hair from your noses. Very, very embarrassing if you're speaking to someone and if someone starts doing this to you.
And surprisingly, women out there, we also take a look at men's nails.
Ah, yes, very important.
So
Short
grooming.
nails, yes, yes.
Now, speaking of nails, I had this debate with my girlfriend. Of course, they say that you always have to have matching nail polish.
Right.
But today I decided to do something different. I wanted to go for something pastel on top.
Okay.
And feng shui, what's this red color? Because it's still Chinese New Year.
Right.
No, or yes go?
As long as it's in the same color scheme, meaning to say, if it is warm, you want to have all warm. I wouldn't want to have, let's say this is peach red and then blue. You get what I mean? The warm and the cool will be...
So it's always, the key here is to blend in.
Yes, to blend everything. Like you have a very warm color scheme.
Okay.
Right from your brown hair to everything that's warm.
Yeah,
You know, and he's also warm too. So it's different category. Okay. So you will look a little bit odd. Example would be, let's say you have all this, and then suddenly you have blue eyeshadow and it's sticking out. You get what I mean?
I see.
And everything will clash.
So let's try not to go for clashing colors, especially
Yes.
in that scheme of things.
Right.
Let's also go on now scent. You know, when you're sitting beside a person and you know something funny in the air. You know what I mean? What's your take
Deodorant,
on that?
ladies and gentlemen,
What's your take on that?
Yes, yeah. BO is something that you just have to take care. It's personal hygiene, you know. No matter how well you're groomed, once a person comes near you and they can smell you, automatically there is an instant, you know, block.
And too much perfume also overkills it, doesn't it? I mean, it kills it.
Yeah, and your clothing, you know, that not dry smell, that kind of thing.
Yes, mildew, you call it. Horrible.
So that is horrible. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're running out of time here, so we're going to have to just go with one more for the ladies. What's right and what's wrong?
Well, there's no right, no wrong. It's a matter of style and whichever that you want to be in. Say for example, if you're going for an elegant dinner function, you know, I still want to look professional, this will be it. But if you want to look casual yet professional, this is it.
And it's all about complementing everything from hair, makeup, nails to shoes and your accessories. Very, very important indeed. Thank you so much,
you,
Wendy, our
much
professional image
appreciated.
consultant here on The Breakfast Show. Take some tips, and if you want to find out more about this, please email us at tvs@ntv7.com.my and we will
Give you some tips.
Give you some tips through Wendy.